doctor has said, just because I had asthma, that he should be swimming. Once I start swimming, I don't realize how fast that 12 hours went. It feels like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, like that. I remember every hour.
Oh, at this point, like, what do you feel like when you are in the third standard, when you are not diagnosed? So, what do you feel like as a kid? कैसा feel आता है?
I struggled. I could not perform. I was a very different child. Lost. All the time lost.
Okay. So you had friends or you didn't have any friends?
I don't have like उतने मेरे स्कूल के जो friends नहीं है अभी.
नहीं है.
There was some minutes, hours का minute का hour हो गया कुछ तो.
अच्छा. Oh shit.
It was on the national TV.
National TV पे भाई दिख गया. Talk about your relationship with your sister.
We never knew.
Okay. So you were protected in that sense.
Very much protected. Financial struggles, emotional struggles, dyslexia, dysgraphia. So my mom has gone into my nani and cried to my nani, and then my nani was also gave her a very positive response.
And what do you feel about like enhancements like EPOs? What are the drugs that are mostly like used in swimming?
But they are not really very
effective. As an athlete, anyone who has to like get into this sport, कैसे approach करे, क्या कर सकते हैं? Like, how do you get into this thing? So it's a big day. We have Shubham with us. Shubham, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
in person. So आज हम start करेंगे. Let's start with your journey. Like, where did it start for you? Like, swimming का तो हो गया, but as a kid you go into different things. Like tangents होते, you go for like studies तो होता है, but we'll go into that. I know about your story. So let's just start with your first approach, like first thinking about like I can do something related to this.
So the first time I ever enjoyed swimming was in BPCL Chembur. My dad was a PPCL employee, and we used to go to the Chembur club to just have fun on the weekends. And we used to go there mainly because a doctor has said, just because I had asthma, that he should be swimming. And so we used to go every weekend at PPCL Chembur to swim, to have fun. And the only thing that used to motivate me back then was the omelette pav, which they used to serve over there. So usi ispe I used to go every time over there.
It's very weird, like couple of things you get like when you are small, like you have this thing, like I know a person that he's into sports, तो उसका भी वही था. He got into sports for just like having the like post workout वैसा वो जो meal they have पाव भाजी खाने के लिए उसको बहुत मजा आता था. It's very weird, I know.
Yeah.
So that did start with the like that started introduction. Okay.
Yeah. From there, then we moved to Navi Mumbai and started to live over here. While we were here, my dad was a founder member of Nerul Gymkhana. And Nerul Gymkhana came up with a very unique concept which was way ahead of its time.
Right.
Which was called Mission 2010.
Mission 2010.
So Mission 2010 was a concept where they train athletes at a grassroots level for the athletes to perform at the 2010 Commonwealth Games in Delhi.
Oh.
So this was in 2003 or 4.
Okay.
During that time.
A while back.
And I was selected in football. But the team was older than me. Like all the kids, everybody has to be of same age. So what is the next sport I know, which was swimming, because I used to swim at BPCL. So that's how it began for me. And slowly we started to progress.
Okay.
Like after a point, since the idea was too ahead of its time.
Why do you think that was a way ahead like of its time? Why do you think that like that?
Because the concept of Mission 2010 was that they will adopt athletes free of cost training for them to represent the country. So even
very
now,
very hip for like that time.
Exactly. Even now it doesn't happen. Where right. An institute, which is a charitable trust, is funding kids to perform, and that too kids at a grassroots level, at a foundation, which we need right now. Like the way China does, the way US does. is like we train, like they are training kids at the grassroots level.
Right.
So Gymkhana was thinking this back in the day, and for us to have that mindset, it
It's a
was
very
very
big,
unique and very
हाँ बहुत
big
बड़ी
thing.
चीज़ है actually.
It changed a lot of kids' lives
Right.
in a good way.
Right.
There were some cyclists who came out of it. There were some national tennis player who came out of it. Runners who came out of it. Football players, swimmers, and I was one of the product.
That like it's very weird like when you hear stories about like before like social media ना I feel कि people are doing like अभी मैं भी सोचता हूँ क्या करते थे लोग like now you hear stories about you like doing such programs early in your like life. So I feel कि आजकल के बच्चों को I don't think so they are more equipped to like social media and stuff but I don't think so ऐसे activities के लिए then you go for a gym खाना.
Right.
Like आई थिंक आई एग्री विद यू कि वो बहुत ही बड़ी चीज़ थी वो टाइम के लिए बिकॉज ऐसा कुछ प्रोग्राम्स ही नहीं थे दैट आई रिमेम्बर लाइक ऐसा एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करना तो फिर वहाँ से कैसे शुरुआत हुआ लाइक व्हेन डिड देन फिर वो हैबिट हो गया या डू यू वर लाइक पॉजेसिव अबाउट दैट थिंग कि लाइक करना है या यू वर जस्ट लाइक एंजॉयिंग अभी तो एंजॉय करना है वैसा
So back then, I struggled. I could not perform.
ओके
Mainly because there was a lot of communication gap between me and the coach,
Okay.
me and a lot of people.
Okay.
And I was a very different child, and it was very
In what
difficult.
sense? Like
lost, all the time lost.
Okay.
And
So that was because of a ADD or you were just like
Yes.
as a kid you were very like
no. That was because it was undiagnosed ADHD and
Okay.
dyslexia and dysgraphia,
okay
which was diagnosed in 9th standard after the movie Tare Zameen Par came out, when we realized something like this exists.
that movie helped a lot of
A
kids,
lot
man.
of people, a lot of people. And fortunately, my mom and dad both are national athletes. My dad is a national volleyball player.
Oh.
My mom is a national kabaddi player. Their idea of sport was that it helps a person build a personality.
Right.
If you see an athlete in a common sector, wherever, an athlete always stands out in terms of his approach, in terms of its ideology, in terms of its mindset. So, with that goal and aim, he chose me to be a part of a sport, so that it develops my character. It was never a part of becoming a bread and butter,
Right.
but it's for me to have a healthy lifestyle and a strong mind, which will help me in future. And that's what he believed in. And that's why we used to, like, me and my sister, younger sister, she's also a national swimmer. So we both
What's her
were
name?
Siddhi Vanmali.
Cindy Vanmali.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we both used to go for practice. So our routine was mainly school and swimming.
Okay.
Morning swimming, school, evening swimming.
So you were
back home.
dedicated.
Yeah,
at that age.
dedicated. Yeah, it was a getaway also for me, where from the
Interesting.
school part to getting out of there
Okay,
and playing.
right.
Yeah.
I feel for you in that case I feel हाँ मतलब I think it would have helped कि तुम्हें like you go from your regular school and like with your thing you have so many doubts about yourself कि मैं perform नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ and then you go into this thing that allows you to be free like
Yeah.
I feel कि पानी में swimming तो बहुत ही freeing activity that I feel because जब भी मैं swim करता हूँ I feel कि very free I chill out with my friends mostly वो बहुत अच्छा स्विम करते आई जस्ट ट्रेड इन माय वाटर वैसा वाला सीन
Right,
तो फिर वो स्विमिंग का तो हाँ ओके सो फ्रॉम देयर फिर विल गो ऑन फिर आगे फिर कहाँ पे ज़्यादा लगा कि यार फक लेट्स गेट सीरियस अबाउट दिस ऐसा
So once we realized that I have so and so problem,
राइट
then we consulted Dr. Anand Nadkarni,
Okay.
the owner of the founder
No, I
of
know.
IPH,
Right,
Institute of
right.
Psychological Health, and him and his team helped me find a way where we started to go to sports counseling. We started to do a career counseling over there to understand what the issues are, and to study counseling,
Okay.
remedial classes, to work on the issues that I was having. And slowly the world became more clearer to me. I
Okay.
started to perform better. From a kid who was not winning a medal at a district competition until 9th standard,
ऑलराइट
we started to win medal at district, state, national, and then we decided to take a leap for an international event.
ओके बट लाइक थोड़ा ऐसा डिटेल में बता सकते हो कि क्या ट्रिक्स और लाइक व्हाट डिड दे क्या होता था वो प्रोग्राम्स में लाइक कैसे हेल्प करते थे वो लोग
So,
लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक ऐसा कुछ रहेगा उनके पास लाइक टेक्निक्स रहेगा
for example, the sports counseling.
हाँ,
Since you're
sports
talking about sports, one of the sports counseling sessions I still remember it was one of the first or second counseling session. So I remember all the sessions.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the second session, I was taught about how to use your anger in a constructive way rather than destructive way.
Okay.
So when you say, you take an example
Okay.
of Zinedine Zidane when
Oh,
he
right,
was
right,
playing
right.
FIFA
Fake
finals,
fire announce.
and he gave a headbutt to his
Very
opponent.
infamous.
Yeah, like because he was
I
sledged.
know, I know.
His buttons were pressed and he
Right,
reacted in a
right, right.
destructive way
Destructive.
instead of constructive way. And now the same thing when you think about Yuvraj Singh
Huh.
doing the six sixes at
Okay.
the world record, and that was his anger being used in a constructive way.
Oh.
So channelizing your anger in the right direction was the first thing I was taught as a young kid when I was developing in swimming, when I was becoming a proper athlete in swimming, in open water swimming. So having that embedded in my head at a young age, automatically as I got older, it became very natural to me.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, one of the swims in Gibraltar, Spain.
Gibraltar. Okay.
Yeah. We finished the English Channel on 4th of August. We came back home, like in UK itself, we're resting. My dad contacted the association's president of Gibraltar that we are done with the swim. We are ready to fly to Spain.
Okay.
Our swim was supposed to happen at the end of the month so that I have time to recover.
Recover. Right.
Body swam for 12 hours, 13 hours. It's absolutely dead, can't
Dead.
move. I had a few injuries on the way,
Right.
where boat propeller had hit me, where my ligament, like hamstring tendon was ruptured.
Holy shit.
All those issues, and was not sure like how long it will take for me to recover. Then the association told us that there's a storm coming in, so it's better you come before 14th of August, or else after that the wind is going to be so heavy that you won't be able to swim.
Oh.
Swim starts from Tarifa.
Tarifa.
Tarifa is a wind surfing capital.
Okay.
So the winds are very strong over there, and that creates a current, and that way you can't swim through. We fly on 14th of August, same day. Dad was like, "जो देख कर जो
हाँ कर
हो
देंगे हाँ
सकता है
जो हो
देखते
सकता है
हैं."
let's hope.
And we just flew there. We reached the airport. We went in the cab. The cab driver took the call of the
Okay. हाँ
association,
association.
and he told him which location to come to. We didn't have any stay or anything. We just
Right,
randomly
right.
went there. No idea what's
हाँ
gonna
हाँ
happen. To figure out what's the solution. Moment we reached the destination, we were at the starting point. He took the bags. He kept the bags on the boat. He's like, "You gotta swim right now."
right
And
right
now, I've
Right
just
now?
now, like just travel
like let's
10
go
hours.
right now.
Yeah, you get ready. I'll get you whatever you want,
Holy shit.
and you have to finish the swim. I am like, now what am I supposed? I'm very angry at that
Huh.
point because like we were aiming for an Asian record.
Right.
We were aiming to make a fastest Asian
Can't
record.
even imagine.
And he's like, I was like, just give me banana, water. I'm good. Get me those. And I greased up. I changed, jumped in, did not look here and there, put my head down, swam like a madman, took one break, again, within 10 seconds, quickly feed without touching the boat, again, put my head down, swam strong. And
So like
yeah,
sorry to cut you but what was going on your head like in your head कि क्या मतलब ऐसे
I
time
was
पे
angry. I was
you were
angry. Yeah,
at the situation or
at the
on yourself
situation
like ऐसा
because um, to create a history, you always think that the surrounding should be very well controlled.
okay so stars should be aligned
Exactly.
in
That's
that
what we
sense
think,
हाँ
right?
हाँ
Like
हाँ
before creating a history which is going to stay for
oh
years.
right
And that's what my expectation was.
Okay.
But at that moment, I was so angry that everything got channelized into creating that history, no matter how bad the situation is going to get. First feed, then swam again. Every hour we take a feed. Second feed, quickly 10 seconds, start to swim again. I'm waiting for the third feed. The body understands the clock after a point. You understand when the hour is gone.
oh
And I'm checking, and my dad was on the boat. He was on the small dinghy next to me, continuous,
okay.
cheering me up. And I'm like asking, where's the feed? And he's like, yes, I know the third hour is over,
Right.
but you're very close to the finishing point and you're very close to the Asian record.
Holy
And in 3 hours, 16 minutes, we got an Asian record, which stands till date. It's been 11 years now.
okay
Yeah.
man that's I mean you are game then
Yeah,
you are,
yeah.
at that point you are just game you're
Yes.
just going on like in boxing terms they talk about this flow state I feel like there is a situation when an athlete goes into a flow state and he just moves like a healer legend like वो फेमस फोटो भी है ना मोहम्मद अली का ओवर
Yeah.
सनी लिस्टन. सो आई थिंक वही था मे बी एट दैट पॉइंट स्टार्स वर अलाइंड फॉर यू
Yes,
एंड यू वर
yes,
जस्ट थिंकिंग
yes.
कि नहीं अभी तो करना ही है.
Yes.
अरे मतलब वो थोड़ा ईगो पे ही आ जाता है.
हाँ,
वैसा आ गया था वो
ego,
ईगो पे.
and we were preparing for a year for this swim. There are a lot of hopes on us,
Right, right.
and always a kid who was looked down upon, right? Like always
Oh,
a kid who was
so it goes back
probably,
into that psyche, yeah?
yeah, yeah. Like I was kind of a kid who would be like a good for nothing kind of a kid in the school. So coming out from that to reaching such heights, that transition also was somewhere triggered by the emotions when
Okay,
I was young
हाँ,
kid. So now it doesn't affect at all. But back
right.
then, I wanted to prove something. I wanted to prove
So
that I
you
can
had a
also
chip
be.
on your shoulder.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's very interesting, man. So insecurities drive you as an athlete. I feel कि insecurities थोड़ा लो drive करते हैं athlete को. But I don't think so. Like as a normal citizen को I don't think so वो समझेगा. Like अभी you said कि you were like driven. अभी तो मुझे करना ही है. I
Yes.
feel कि at that point I would feel कि नहीं करते. ऐसा नहीं करते. यानी normal citizen or every normal guy would be like नहीं करते जानते. But you were like game. कि अभी तो अगर आ गई ये बात तो अभी करना ही है कुछ
There's
भी.
hunger,
Yeah,
insane
hunger.
hunger,
So
insane
how do you
determination.
keep this hunger? Like abhi like you've done that. Like abhi वो हो गया. That's in past. That's a
Yeah.
history. अभी वो awards भी आ गए, achievements भी आ गए. But now what? अभी क्या drive कर रहा है?
The fun in it.
Fun. Okay, it goes back to the fun, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Like after a point when you're constantly trying to chase something,
Right.
you miss out on the experiences.
Right. You don't smell the
You,
roses.
yeah, you miss out on the process.
Ah,
Now what happens is after winning the national award, after going through that entire scenario
scenario.
where what one thing I was aiming for all these years of like almost 2 decades of swimming in the same sports, the same career, same thing every day, same food every
Yeah,
day,
right.
you just suddenly realize that okay, whatever happened before this award was actually the gift, was
Okay.
actually the real thing that I am supposed to enjoy.
Oh,
And you realize that once you have reached that point. So now, since we reached that point, now I'm enjoying the process of doing more swims. I'm enjoying doing the swims. I'm enjoying training for those swims. It's fun. It's fun in the game. Yeah.
right now. Like you feel it's very enlightened thought. I feel. ऐसा मतलब
Yeah.
अभी you just said it. Feel very enlightened कि you just go back to the basics.
Yes.
जिसके लिए स्टार्ट किया था फन के लिए ठीक है अवार्ड्स इट्स ऑल वेरी गुड लाइक अब प्रेसिडेंट के इधर जाओ यू गेट द अवार्ड्स यू गेट द लाइक बुकेज वगैरह बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स ऑल अबाउट दैट वन थिंग दैट केप्ट यू इन द गेम ना
Yeah. Yeah.
वही बात है बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट लाइक आई फील कि जैसे आपने बताया insecurities के बारे में and then you go back into your child like as a child you felt about certain things and that drove you to like go and achieve these awards. It's very interesting.
But multiple emotions also attached.
Right.
Yeah, like other than enjoyment, it's also a way we can give back to the community. We can give back to the sports.
Okay,
We can give
right.
back to the kids to inspire more kids.
Is it important to you to like give back to the sport that gave you
Yes.
everything?
Yes, it's very important. Like we come from a family who always believe in taking things together.
Okay.
Believe in giving things back.
Right.
That's the morals that I grew up with. So
And still
it comes
hold-
naturally. So we still try our best to help a lot of kids, to
Right.
help them understand what situation they are in, what kind of sport they are in. We actively work with a lot of schools. We train a lot of kids so that we can create more future like national awardees.
Okay, right.
And maybe more from our end. Hopefully, India would get more
Huh.
Olympic medals also
Right.
in future.
Right. But like this is a very like as a cliched question है. But do you think like hard work beats talent? Do you think that as an athlete at this stage that you were of course you were like doing the work, you were doing the schedule, everything, but did you like feel ki yaar I think I have got some talent that I can push this. Like maybe it can be a mentality thing. I don't think so. कि physicality पे ही सब talent. Like there is a very weird thing कि people associate talent with this physicality thing कि genetics की वजह से. But maybe that's a mentality thing also. I feel कि. And just you said कि ये जो you were in that swim ki यार you were not physically well at that time, but you were like अभी तो करना ही है, अभी बोल दिया ना इन्होंने तो करना ही. तो you think that कि hard work beats talent वैसा?
100% hard work beats talent when the talent is not working hard.
Oh.
And like, because I still remember I was not the brightest kid.
Right.
I was not the fastest kid.
Right.
I was not the strongest kid. But I was the most determined one. Like, for 4 years, 4 to 5 years, I had no medals for the first 4 5 years. I only had participation certificates.
Okay.
I used to look at my जिसमें
Flags,
हम वो
हाँ.
डालते हैं ना सर्टिफिकेट्स
हाँ.
डालते हो डायरी.
Right. Right.
आई
Right.
शुड लुक एट इट एंड उसमें बस एक फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड का फैंसी ड्रेस कंपटीशन का सर्टिफिकेट रहता था. एंड मीनवाइल ऑल द किड्स वर स्विमिंग विद मी स्टार्टेड विनिंग मेडल्स एट आफ्टर 6 months into sport, 1 year into sport. Then I used to discuss this with my mother that once I start getting medals,
Right.
we gonna make a big ass cabinet
Oh.
जिसमें हम सब रखेंगे medals का वगैरह.
Okay.
And after a point, that all those things just happened. Now
Happened.
we have that cabinet, we have the file.
So very interesting. Like
Yeah.
you talk this into a reality वैसा.
Yes,
कि
yes,
मैंने बोल दिया तो अभी होना ही चाहिए वैसा type.
yes, yes, yes.
So let's talk about that like thing that you have like dyslexia, of course, and we as Indians we don't know a lot about it. I guess अभी मूवी की वजह से we feel like एक मूवी आया तारे ज़मीन पर, but I don't think so वो justice कर पाएगा ये पूरे टॉपिक के लिए. So let's go कि like as a swimmer like क्या problems थी, like ऐसे dyslexia तो था ही, but वो क्या challenges थे उसके अलावा?
More than challenges, we very casually and very simple way may divert it into advantages.
Okay.
So because of ADHD and my attention span being
Okay.
so small,
Okay.
the distance swim became very easy for me.
Oh.
Boredom was not a factor at all. Where
Right.
boredom is a factor for a lot of people. मेरे तारे जमीन पर थे जब मैं swim कर रहा था.
अच्छा.
So I'm looking at the board. So imagine you're at one place. You're just sitting, like right now you're
Right,
sitting.
you're just sitting.
You have to just sit here for 12 hours. Nobody's going to talk to you. You cannot hear anybody or anyone. And just 12 hours. How would you pass time? No phones, nothing.
It's very, very difficult.
Similar, something very similar,
Right.
just with a little bit of exercise.
Right.
Where you're swimming for 12 hours. For me, once I start swimming, I don't realize how fast that 12 hours went. It feels like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, like that. I remember every hour.
Oh.
But like we swim from feed to feed. So I take my first, I swim, then after an hour, I take my second feed. So that time between first feed and the second feed is an hour.
Okay.
But just because I'm so lost while swimming,
Oh.
I'm not just focused on swimming. There are a lot of things going on in my head.
Right.
It just passes by like a rocket.
Shit. I mean, it works like God works in mysterious way. वैसा
Yes.
बोल सकते हैं.
Yes. And the kids who are who have these issues,
Right.
dyslexia, dysgraphia,
right.
who have learning disability in general, the areas they lack in are automatically covered into other areas where they are exponentially
Right. Good. Right.
Good at art, good at creativity, or else good at handling multiple things at a time. Right now, what do? I handle multiple.
But do you think
work.
there is a like right now there is a big change like after like so many years like Indian system has caught up to it like अभी हो रहा है like उतना support मिल रहा है like but I feel I don't think so. I mean
it could have been more.
Okay.
There have been changes.
Okay.
But I feel it could have been better.
Okay.
I wouldn't say.
Does the system help you like in some sense ki like I mean it helped you in a way.
Yeah, we have tried to work with the system.
Okay, you work with the system.
Yes,
Right.
we have tried to incorporate with our bodies, with our government bodies to
Right.
make it easier for the kids, which I went through. The other kids should not go through
I know.
A lot of instances where I was being asked, for example, in my degree college.
Okay.
I was doing an external exam, I think third year or something. Now, by the time I was third year, my shyness, the timidness has gone.
Okay.
I've already got some couple of records, Asian records, world rankings in. So that confidence has built up, right? Now, third year, from first year, second year, everything was happening in my college. And third year, it was an external faculty. Now,
Oh,
when we went to that exams, I think fifth semester exams, my hall ticket has written physical disability के आगे learning disability.
okay.
So we get extra time, we
Right,
get a
right,
calculator, we have
right, right.
certain perks to
Perks.
keep up with everybody else,
Yes.
to have the similar playground. And I had to show this to the person every time I'm there, because every time there used to be a new invigilator. So it used to be a little bit of embarrassing to show them, but I got over it. But one time when I was showing them, like, sir, मेरे physical ये learning disability है,
Right,
I
right.
will need extra time for my
Time, right.
paper. He looked at me and he was like, and this is pin drop silent classroom.
Okay.
He looks at me and was like, आपको कौन सी disability है? आप तो normally लग रहे हो. For a kid
It's very
to go through that, it
disheartening.
can be like, it can make or break a
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
So because I was confident to speak back, I was like, sir, you can't say that.
Right.
And I'm no,
So
I
you
don't.
actually objected.
I objected that.
Okay.
I went to the supervisor. I was like, ma'am, I work with such kids.
Right,
I
right,
work
right.
with kids who are, I'm trying to set up examples for
Right.
kids. It's better we work together in order for it, to make things easier for the kids who are struggling.
Right, right.
That's the only thing. That's, I'm not here to complain
Of course.
about the examiner. It's lack of his knowledge or her
Yes.
knowledge that he said that.
Right.
But it will be better if you educate the examiner in a certain way.
Right.
So the senior understood and did not really expect a kid to come and tell them that. But we are trying our best to change the system here and there.
Okay.
It's difficult, but
It is changing.
It is changing.
I
There's a
think we
slow
should look
progress.
into the positive.
Yes.
अभी के लिए फिलहाल तो we should look into the positive. कि I mean, you know everything like system works very different in India.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Other countries we have these programs. Like in America, I think they have this special tutor if you have ADD or ADHD.
Yeah.
So they diagnose their children very early. I feel.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे तो I feel in your
Ninth
case,
standard.
हाँ, in your case you were like
Very late.
yeah late.
Yeah.
Ninth standard, right?
Ninth
So,
standard.
almost 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, and what happens is between that and when it starts to actually affect is around third standard or something.
Right.
Where it comes into the picture.
Right,
where
right.
You're visibly behind a lot of kids.
Right.
So it really breaks down a kid. From that third standard till the ninth standard, a kid just, his self-confidence is crushed, his self-esteem is crushed.
Right.
Every kid is pointing out, laughing at this kid, where it's not the kid's fault.
Right.
It's the system's fault. The system is not designed for the kid, as per the kid's mind.
That's the thing,
So
right?
a kid was never at fault throughout his years.
At this point, like what do you feel like when you are in the third standard, when you are not diagnosed? So what do you feel like as a kid? कैसा feel आता है?
It's very disheartening. It's very, it takes a toll on your self-esteem, your reputation, the way you think your reputation is,
Right.
the way you feel confident, it stop feeling that. Kids start making fun of you. And even kids are unaware of it. So it's what they have been taught. And
Right.
fortunately, in all of this, the parents play a very important role, how they manage to help the kid throughout. So my mom and dad, despite the fact that they did not know what the problem was,
Okay.
they always tried to solve it with the help of sport. They always knew that sport is going to be a safety net for me or for my kid to
Okay.
fall back into and to just feel he belongs somewhere. So swimming was very compulsory in my family.
Okay.
Medal was not compulsory. Going to practice session was compulsory.
Okay.
So that was the difference with my mom and dad. Despite being national athletes, despite having all the
Achievements,
achievements,
right.
they wanted the kid to just swim. जब भी करना रहेगा medals, तभी आना रहेगा तब आ जाएगा.
But अभी like recently तो like have you asked your parents like ऐसा क्यों उनके feel like why did they feel like that कि why did they engulf that feeling into you कि बस enjoy कर like कुछ तो होगा ना maybe right now you feel different about it.
Yeah, they trusted in the fact, like dad somewhere always, like now they say this, like dad always believed कि this kid is going to do something big.
So he had that.
When the entire world was saying कि इसका कुछ नहीं होगा.
So he was your backbone वैसा.
Yeah, throughout. Mom and dad both.
Of course.
Right? Yeah. So that confident, that one person or two people in the family.
It's more than enough, I guess.
It's more than enough. Then if these two people have your back, then you can fight the entire world.
राइट राइट एंड लाइक फ्रेंड्स लाइक व्हाट अबाउट फ्रेंड्स फ्रेंड्स बनाना मुश्किल हो गया या इट वाज
Impossible था.
इम्पॉसिबल
Impossible था.
सो यू हैड फ्रेंड्स और यू डिडंट हैव एनी
आई
फ्रेंड्स
डोंट हैव लाइक उतने मेरे स्कूल के जो फ्रेंड्स नहीं है अभी भी,
नहीं है
because did not connect only. It was
ओके
not their mistake, not my
हाँ आई
mistake.
मीन
uh, just did not connect at that level.
राइट राइट
Could not understand a different kid,
so
right?
did it improve as you went
Yes, now
वैसा
I have like really good friends.
really
Now
good
I have a very big group, very socially active. Also because of swimming,
okay
swam all over the world,
right
every part of the world, met different people,
right
learned a lot what people are like, stayed with different people
right
at
right
their homes, very highly accomplished people. Somebody who's into Silicon Valley, one of the top leaders of Silicon Valley.
right
I was staying with him. Then I was staying with some really interesting characters
okay
from whom I learned a lot about business, from
hmm
whom I learned a lot about humanity. I learned a lot about culture, the way you should take a business and all. So that thing in the swimming helped me run my business also and
okay
run a lot of things outside swimming also, and to make those kind of friends.
right
Yeah,
right
yeah.
so it expanded your like thought process like वैसा
Vision.
consciousness भी expand हो गया so
Yes.
like tell me one thing like this very weird to ask but I feel do you think about swimming all the time or you just like do you think about like
Not,
ऐसा
not
करना
at
है
all.
not at
Not
all
at all. Not at all. Because
but has it changed or you're just like that only
my
पहले
family
से
is like that.
अच्छा
So
your
my
family है
dad taught me this, that if you're studying, study. Don't
okay
think about sports or don't think about
right
whatever it is.
right
But at the same time, if you're swimming, you don't have to bother about what's happening around you.
oh
You don't have to
right right
bother if you have an exam. You don't have to bother of all those
hmm
things. So learn to compartmentalize things in your head. Like if at whatever thing, because that was my biggest challenge. I had ADHD.
right
Compartmentalizing was the least interesting thing for me.
right right
But then it developed. I won't say
develop
I'm best at it,
ah
but I'm not thinking about swimming all the time.
okay
Neither am I thinking about work all the time. It's where I am, what I'm doing, what
okay
time of the day it is, that decides what I'm thinking of.
okay so right now like you're just thinking about the present moment
The
अभी क्या
present
करना है
moment.
क्या खाना है अभी लंच में या भैया डिनर
Exactly.
में क्या खाना है exactly वैसा
Exactly. Live in the moment. Yeah.
so let's talk about your relationship with your like sister like
Mm-hmm.
वो कैसे चेंज हो लाइक मे बी थोड़ा आई डोंट नो कि मे बी कैसे आएगा कैमरा पे आई डोंट नो बट ऐसा इफेक्ट होता है सिबलिंग पे
No, it was
like
still only.
it
Younger
was
sister.
अच्छा younger sister
हाँ.
but did she know about like you have this
Yeah, she
okay
knew it did not really matter in the family.
okay right
Like the entire family, it did not matter. Even the extended family, it did not matter. The thing is, it did matter, but it never came to us.
oh
We never knew.
okay so you're protected in that sense
Very much protected. Like there's this book my mom has written, Mala Lat Vaise.
Mala?
Mala Lat Vaise.
लाट वाइज
So this is a book written by mom and dad. Okay, both of them. It's about
you can buy it right now
yeah, you can buy it on
okay
Amazon.
okay you can buy it huh?
So in that book, it's about a parent's perspective on an athlete's journey.
okay
The mindset.
very interesting
Yeah, like financial struggles, emotional struggles.
oh
When they detected what happened, like the dyslexia, dysgraphia, what they went through. So they were really shocked that they could not. They never thought their kid was struggling all
right
this while.
right right
So my mom has gone in that chapter, one of the chapters where she's gone to my nani and cried to my nani, and then my nani was also gave her a very positive response,
right
where she was like, no matter what, your kid is gonna be
great
really bright,
great right
and you just all he needs is your support. That's
support
it.
right
But all of this I come to know now. Back then,
you are just
nothing changed.
nothing हाँ
After the test and everything was the same. मेरे को वही डांट तभी भी पहले भी
पढ़ता
पढ़ती थी,
था
अभी भी
अभी
पढ़ती थी,
पढ़ती
तो वो
but that's good I
that was
feel
good.
हाँ
Very
you it
normalizing.
keeps you humble
Yeah.
कि भाई अभी आ गया अचीवमेंट्स तो ऐसा नहीं कि भाई अभी हाँ आई एम दिस बिग थिंग लेकिन ईगो इन्फ्लेट कर देता है अचीवमेंट्स के वजह से बट आई फील कि इन योर केस बहुत डिफरेंट है बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी थिंकिंग अबाउट हैविंग फन बस अभी फन ही करना है मेरे को ठीक है मिला वैसे भी नहीं मिल रहा था 4 साल तो कुछ मिला ही नहीं
Yes.
तो यू वर जस्ट लाइक थिंकिंग मिल गया तो वेल एंड गुड वैसा
Yeah.
बट लाइक अभी लाइक ये फीलिंग के बारे में जानना चाहता हूँ लाइक व्हेन यू गेट दिस honor from president, like when you go in that movement, like what is your thought, man? Like what do you feel? मुझे वो जानना है कि कैसा फील होता है. बहुत कम जन को मिलता है obviously.
We were trying for this award for like 6 years.
Okay.
When you are very close to the award, you have already accomplished a lot.
Right.
For you to be
Right,
there, be expecting that award also.
Right. Right.
Every year we used to expect and it used to not happen. And one day I was sitting at a Irani cafe
Okay.
and having a nice bun maska with a chai, and I get a
Great
call.
setting.
Yeah, I get a call as see Youth Affairs, like on the Truecaller, Delhi.
And you knew at that point, or you were
it was a
just
time where
Okay.
the awards are declared.
Okay, okay.
But given up. 6 years, man. 6
Ah,
years
right,
when you're
right.
trying for something.
Ah.
After a point, you're like, yeah, awards don't matter.
Right.
And then when that came, I was like, whoa. Like this is. And even when I saw, I thought it might be something else.
Huh.
Because a lot of character verification used to happen before the awards.
Okay.
So still, I was not the happiest kid in the world. I was like, okay, maybe a character certificate,
Maybe,
like verification is happening. Because Central Intelligence calls us. They check our background and
Really?
everything. Yes. They are involved with this because you are facing the president, right?
Right.
So your background check is very thorough in that. And picked up the call and the person is like, कि नमस्ते शुभम जी, मैं यूथ अफेयर्स से बात कर रहा हूँ and आपको जो नेशनल अवार्ड है तेंजिंग नॉर्गे नेशनल अवार्ड वो आपको घोषित किया गया है. I lost it over there.
But did you express it वैसा कि you were just like very zen,
Okay, sir.
zen about it?
Yes. क्या लगेगा बताइए.
अच्छा.
It's like कि आपके फ्लाइट डिटेल्स वगैरह आपको ये साइट पे वगैरह सब बुक वगैरह करने पड़ेंगे. That will be paid by the government. You'll be staying at Ashoka.
Right.
And you'll have a rehearsal on the first day, and the second day you'll have the main award ceremony, and everything will be briefed on the day of the event. And account details and everything they wanted. And I kept the phone and I started this is the first I went outside.
Right.
I started jumping on the street.
वही I feel कि ऐसे टाइम पे तो you will just run भाई मेरे को मिल गया कुछ तो.
Yes. And then I called up dad.
Right.
I told them like mom and dad both I called.
उनका रिएक्शन क्या था?
Mom को मैंने कॉल करके बोला कि
What was your first word वैसे?
Yeah, like are you sitting or are you standing?
Oh.
And mom is like बसली है बोलना.
बोल.
And बोला तू बसली है ना नक्की?
Right.
हाँ. And I was like कि national award आपल्याला भेटलाय. She screamed. She works in a bank. She screamed on the top of her voice.
People were thinking कि क्या हो गया भाई?
क्या हो गया?
कुछ तो हो गया.
And then she's screaming to everybody like Shubham got the national. The entire bank is screaming.
Because
everybody was waiting.
वो तो proper event हो गया फिर तो.
And then when dad
Bank holiday दे दो.
called dad.
Okay.
Told dad.
और उनका reaction कैसा था? Like
he heard and he kept the phone. He was crying for like straight couple of hours.
मुझे लगा उल्टा होगा. Maybe dad का ऐसा होगा, mom
He was
का.
happy.
ये तो dad.
He was happy and we spoke. He kept the call and he could not stop crying after that.
Right.
And so many calls after that. The entire scenario was different. It felt like everything as we have achieved is been wrapped up in one small, one award and justified.
Right.
By the recognized because
gratification.
Endurance athletes struggle with being rectified,
right.
being authentic, like it's authentic or not.
वैसा हो जाता था.
So this gave that label like yes.
Okay, you finally got the stamp.
Ki whatever we
I'm
did
legit,
was,
guys.
Yes.
I'm doing this for a long time.
Yes. And then
it's very weird, na?
Yeah, we went to Ashoka. We had a beautiful invitation with the emblem and all. Surreal. Like you feel that aura. You feel how army personnel must be feeling when he fights and comes back. And it felt like I've achieved something for
this country.
Yeah, for the country, and they are like rectifying, like they are recognizing it. And to be recognized by the rank one person in the entire country was a different feeling. I almost blacked out there.
Heart must be exploding. कि भाई अभी heart attack आ ही जाएगा.
Yeah. We were staying at Ashoka and met a lot of.
This was before the award. Like you were staying for a night, right?
Yes. So 1 month before the award, we were award was declared. Told us our award is the last declared.
Okay.
like before us, Arjuna Award, Major Dhyanchand's Award, Dronacharya Award has been declared.
Okay.
The Youth Affair Awards are declared the last.
Last.
And so we were waiting all the while, yeah. And,
It's like an exam thing, ना? Result के लिए wait कर रहे आएगा आएगा.
and then I think we went a couple of days before the award.
Okay.
We were staying at Ashoka, and all the athletes were staying there.
Okay.
Our measurements were taken over there to wear the blazer
Right.
in front of the president, and the blazer with the emblem.
Acha, they provide you everything.
Everything. The uniform is strict uniform.
Okay, they have this code.
Yeah, dress code, and you have like written over here, Tenzing Norgay National Award.
I've seen that. Right.
And we met a lot of athletes. We were taken to the India Gate. Yeah, we were taken to India Gate. We were shown memorial over there. We were they taught us. We were with the security, like a proper army security.
Right, like a secret service kind of.
Yes, like in their buses, we went there.
Right.
They were protecting us throughout because it was the top of the top athletes in the world who are Indians at one place. So Dinesh Lad ji was there, Bimal Ghosh ji was there.
So conversations हो गए उनके साथ थोड़े कुछ?
बहुत like beautiful people.
क्या बात किया? Like what were the conversations about?
It was a surreal moment for everybody.
Okay.
It was, we all were happy. We all were excited.
It is like a trance moment, na? Like everyone is in this zone.
Yes. Lakshya Sen was there. Avinash Sable was there. And Kamal, the table tennis player, Kamal was there.
Okay.
Sharad Kamal.
Yes.
Okay, right. He got the Major Dhyanchand's Award.
Right.
And it was just superb to witness and to finally meet people at that level with the same mindset, with the same struggles.
Right.
You know, like that, what I have been through, they have been through. So it was just different, and we did a rehearsal a day before the award. I still remember we were taken to Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Okay.
The president's secretary was there, who was sitting on the chair, and we were asked to mock it, like to mock drill, so that we are prepared before the event. So we were told we were situated in our names were written on the chairs where we are supposed to sit next to the president. And when our name is called, like Shubham Dhananjay, then we get up, we walk to the center stage, and we bow down, we do namaste. Then we stand over there. That's when the camera is focused on you.
Right.
And that's when your awards have been spoken of.
Right.
Right in the back, behind you, the sports minister and everybody is sitting, the principal secretary.
So they have this to the point, like
yes,
sahi karna hai.
Yes, and I still remember standing there in a huge that aura, and I was blacking out. I had nothing.
Get chills, na वैसा.
Absolute chills. And every single person over there was going to the same.
I mean, it's good you are having a share movement.
Yeah, no matter if you're world rank or like world rank 1 wrestler or a world rank 1 shooter or a table tennis player, you're going to be sweating over there.
Yes, I mean, I can't imagine like so many top officials looking at you कि भाई.
Now this is the rehearsal.
हाँ नहीं.
Not even the actual
this
thing.
This is the rehearsal. मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ भाई वो तो event में क्या होगा, मेरा तो हाथ ही हो जाएगा.
And it was very cold. Like it, I don't know if it was actually cold
or you're just feeling the cold.
I was like, I would swim the English Channel 100 times, but this is much more difficult.
See, that's the weird thing. Like when you go for these like awards and like official things, na, you feel like a bump in your chest. Ki bhai, kya ho raha hai?
And then I went there. I reacted like the way we are supposed to. Did namaste, acting kiya.
Right.
Came back.
Like I want to ask this question, like specifically, when you were doing that walk, did any past memories came back to you, like fuck
that
man,
happened during the award?
Where like कहाँ से start किया था मैंने? Like ये and you feel like an imposter, right? कि यार I think this doesn't belong to me. शायद से किसी गलत आदमी को बुला रहे. मैं तो बस यहाँ पे आया हूँ देखने के लिए कैसे. Like you feel that? Do you feel ऐसा feeling?
So
do you have this?
I had a feeling during the award ceremony, where the award ceremony and all started.
Right.
Okay, and we were there. Mom, dad had come from their car.
Right.
And we all, the athletes and our parents, are standing in front of Rashtrapati Bhavan before the event starting.
Right.
And it's a beautiful Delhi's sunset. slowly sun is setting, and he's huge. It's humongous. Like I've never seen something which is so
So
grand.
like
Yeah.
ostentatious, like.
Exactly, like, and then we went, climbed that stairs. We all are happy,
हाँ.
and
I
then we
feel कि
were
you
asked.
feel everything at this point. Like
Yes,
मैं अभी चढ़ रहा हूँ, okay, मैं अभी जा रहा हूँ अंदर,
yes, yes,
अभी
yes,
मैं ये
yes.
कर रहा हूँ.
And we were asked to keep our cell phones
हाँ, of
secured,
course, right.
and then we went inside without our phones or
Okay,
anything.
right, right.
At this point, phone is
हाँ,
also not there with
yeah.
you, right? And you're sitting there, and everything is happening time to time, by the
हाँ,
second.
like.
And all the army officials and all are there. The top of the top in the country are sitting over there. All our parents are sitting in that dome,
Right.
and suddenly we see the announcement that president is going to be walking in, and she walking in,
Yes.
and like a queen, like the way
हाँ,
we
हाँ.
walk in, and then Janagana Mana started. Our
Okay.
national anthem
Right.
started. The moment we stood up and we were singing. All of us were singing the national anthem. Entire room was feeling that pride.
Right, right.
And suddenly I remembered, I went into a flashback
Right.
of when I was in school, when I used to stand up for the national anthem.
Right.
I was the most stiff guy in the national anthem. Would be standing with the pride. Don't know why, but I was just standing
Right.
like with a pride during national anthem.
Okay.
And now, and it felt like it was a rewind of everything that I've achieved till date.
Oh.
Everything just went in speed back then, and again it rewinded back to the current situation when the national anthem ended. It
So
was
it's
an
like a flashback, like
absolute flashback.
मूवी जैसा फ्लैशबैक था कि
Yeah.
यार यहाँ से शुरू हुआ और यहाँ से
Yeah.
लाइक सो वेरी वियर्ड, लाइक दोनों पॉइंट्स कनेक्ट कैसे हो
Yeah.
जाते लाइफ में.
And the moment I was back, I was like, worth it.
वर्थ इट.
Everything that has happened to reach over here, absolutely worth it.
वही
And went for the award.
गॉट द अवार्ड लाइक.
Yeah, stood there.
या.
Had a bit of funny moment there also, where only my when they talk about your
Right, right,
award,
right.
there was some minutes, hours का minute का hour हो गया कुछ तो.
अच्छा.
And for the first time ever, the person fumbled a little,
ओके.
and I smiled.
ओह शिट.
It was on the national TV.
नेशनल टीवी पे भाई दिख गया.
I smiled, and then I went ahead. I
पीपल
took
हु
the
आर वाचिंग यू
award.
दे वर लाइक क्या क्यों हंस रहा है ये, कुछ हो गया क्या?
And everybody heard it.
नहीं हाँ ऑन द टीवी दे वर लाइक अरे कुछ तो गलत ही हो गया भाई, कुछ तो scene है.
Everybody understood
Everybody,
what
हाँ,
happened.
वही.
Yeah, and everybody like instantly everybody had that in
अच्छा,
that emotional moment.
हाँ.
Just suddenly a laughter
Okay,
came out for
okay.
everybody. So we felt it very
Right.
closely. Got the award, got back. We had a beautiful dinner.
एड्रेनलिन डंप हुआ रहेगा पूरा.
But it was something else only,
Right.
man. On the way back, we had a beautiful dinner with Anurag Thakurji,
अच्छा,
who
हाँ,
was the sports
okay.
minister back then, and at Imperial, and all the athletes were over there. At this one, we are all chill. We are all relaxed. ये हो गया एक
हो
बार
गया,
का.
हाँ.
Now we all can communicate and
Yes,
talk,
yes.
share contacts, talk to each other, and we all became friends after that. So yeah, this was the entire experience. But then
It's very like interesting that you put like so much thought into it कि अभी
Yeah.
जब you go back, you remember everything,
yeah,
है ना? You
Everything.
just remember everything.
everything, and also when
And for a person like you that has overcome so many things, बहुत
Yeah.
weird ही होगा experience. I mean in a good way.
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
So अभी let's talk about like something different, like as an athlete और या फिर ऐसी normal citizen, like anyone who has to like get into this sport, कैसे approach करे, क्या कर सकते हैं, like how do you get into this thing?
Get into open water swimming.
हाँ like as a competition वैसे, like is there any like platform या फिर ऐसा there are big competitions वैसा domestic competitions हो सकता है और you can go
Yeah.
वैसा.
I would always suggest for any young kid who's out there swimming, where the kid and the parent, this is for
Right.
both of them,
Okay.
until the kid is 18,
18.
16 to 18 age, let the kid participate into swimming pool events only.
Okay.
Let the kid become a very fast swimmer. They can also participate in open water, but the focus being on a 1500 freestyle, 800 freestyle, 400 freestyle,
Okay.
which will be beneficial for the kid after he's 18.
अच्छा.
Because after he's 18, then the body also matures, and then you're
अच्छा,
fast
okay.
also at
So
the
you're
same
just
time.
okay. You're going by science, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, and you get faster. You
So it
body
happens at 18, or you're just saying कि ऐसे age में
roughly
हो जाता
around that
roughly?
age,
Okay.
you're more matured as
For
an
both
athlete.
women or male? अच्छा,
Both,
okay.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And once you're past that,
हाँ.
open water swimming, if you notice in general, the crowd on open water swimming is at a certain age.
Right.
The mainly reason is because you need a certain level of maturity to be able to pull through
Right.
in such conditions.
Okay.
Anything can happen at any point
Any
of time.
given point, right?
So this was advantageous for me because I swam really fast events as a kid, and once I transitioned into open water, into ultra endurance, I was still a very fast ultra endurance athlete.
Okay.
I
So
was just not an endurance
okay, okay,
athlete.
okay.
So this helped me,
Right.
and that vision was perfectly
So it
lined up.
naturally helped you, वैसा.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So I would suggest any kid out there who want to get into open water swimming to try to become a fast swimmer, a good
Fast.
swimmer in the swimming pool, and have a very smooth transition to open water swimming.
वैसा. Okay, you can just okay. So there is a set pattern. Okay, you go from this to
Yeah,
this
that
to
will be
this.
better for the
Okay.
kids' growth also.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, are there any like mental exercises that you can do? Like, ये तो ऐसा मतलब नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन होगा, नॉट फॉर जस्ट एथलीट्स या फिर समवन हु वांट्स टू स्विम, जिसको थोड़ा डर लगता है पानी में. सो डू यू हैव एनी ट्रिक्स या फिर टिप्स ऐसा कि मेंटली यू कैन थिंक अबाउट दिस थिंग्स पानी,
Yeah.
बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल हैव दिस फियर फोबिया ऑफ वाटर वैसा, डीप वाटर का भी होता है, एंड यू स्विम अ लॉट, तो
Yeah,
यू
yeah.
कैन हेल्प देम वैसा
Visualizing.
विजुअलाइज.
Visualizing helps a lot. Like
Okay.
I visualize my every race, I visualize my every move, I
Okay.
visualize how things are gonna go, and it's become so natural that visualization follows every day for me now. Like I have set up things
अच्छा.
where I think of just even thinking of those things
Okay.
constantly, and thinking in your head that okay, this is how it's gonna go,
Okay.
helps you be prepared,
अच्छा.
and it drives you towards that goal. So be it open water, be it your career, be it anything else,
और just
visual
normal swimming
normal
वैसा.
swimming also, or just for fun swimming, or anything, any goal that you have,
Right.
if you visualize it well, then the chances of you achieving it is much higher.
Right.
And it helps me a lot, like I said at the start of the podcast,
Right.
where I visualized subconsciously. I was not told to visualize.
Right.
But subconsciously I was visualizing, अरे यार ये सर्टिफिकेट का डायरी किसी दिन भरेगा,
भरेगा.
मेरे घर पे भी एक कैबिनेट आएगा जो बाकी
तो
बच्चों के
सेट
घर
पॉइंट,
पे है.
यू सेट अ पॉइंट कि यहाँ से शुरू हो सकता है वैसा.
Yes, yes, yes.
अभी देयर इज आल्सो वाज लाइक आई वांट टू आस्क दिस थिंग कि फियर, लाइक I mean, it's very weird to like ask you because you do this every day. Well, not just every day,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
as a life mein, you've done this. So, do you feel fear in some sense? Ki like, do you feel like, do you think about your mortality? वैसा कि like swimming is a very dangerous sport. I feel वैसा if you can drown very easily, and it has happened. Fear के बारे में बात करते हैं. Like, do you feel fear often? Like अभी के इसमें, like, do you feel about your mortality वैसा when you swim वैसा?
Fear is a very it's something everybody feels,
Feels,
but
right.
it's a very strong emotion.
Right.
And yes, I feel fear. Okay, even during the swims.
Okay.
And till date,
it occupies your mind, right?
it does. It does. Yeah.
In a
yeah.
smaller way, like not
Yes.
just-
No, in a bigger way only.
okay.
It does occupy in a bigger way because
All the time, or you're just thinking about like the big competitions, or maybe you just don't feel at certain times कि I'm not feeling this way. Okay, वैसा.
emotions are something you cannot avoid.
Right.
You can only manage them.
Right.
So how well you manage your emotions defines who you are
Right.
and how your event goes.
Right.
With fear even you will have when a 10-foot shark goes under you.
Oh, no.
The same, the wave you felt that,
Right.
is something I have felt before.
Right.
So how you manage that matters a lot. We swam in South Africa.
Okay.
I was the ninth person in the world to ever do that swim. We swam in Falls Bay, and in that Falls Bay,
Falls Bay,
it's
huh?
yeah, it's like a place with like
Legendary.
200 plus
Right.
great white sharks in that area, and you're swimming with no shark shield, no protection gear, nothing. It's just a boat,
Just
your two
on your
boats,
own.
yeah, and you're by yourself. Despite knowing the fact that great white sharks are going to be there, great white sharks do not tail you. They straight go deep in the water where you can't see them and straight come out and take the
Holy
prey in the air.
god damn it.
And that's how great white shark attacks. For me to face that, at first I was very scared. I
Right.
was not sure if I want to actually do the swim
Right.
before taking up.
And was this the first time you felt about this feeling, or you were just like, ये बहुत
This was a new one because
हाँ,
this
right.
great white sharks was a
You don't know.
challenge, and
Right,
plus
right.
less people have done it, so you don't know what the
It's like a
future is.
premium membership to death. बहुत कम जन है. I'm also one of them.
Yeah, but then what happened in that swim while I was training?
Right.
It felt scary during training. Okay, I was training in the same area
Okay.
where there was potential shark attacks and all. And during the event day, now like I said, emotions are something you cannot avoid, only manage.
Manage, right.
Got in the water, and once it's game on, it's
Right.
game
You are
on.
game, I know.
Then to no looking back.
No looking
So with all that concentration and all everything, got in the water, started swimming fast, wanted to get over with it as soon as possible because I was scared of the sharks. And after I think 4 hours
Did you
of
see any of them? Like,
like fourth hour, I think fourth or fifth hour,
oh no.
and
You can't even get chills in water. Like, chills भी नहीं आएगा पानी में भाई क्या कर सकता है?
and while swimming, my head is
Okay.
down, right?
Right.
And water has a certain level of transparency
Right.
to only certain extent, and post that it starts to fade.
Okay.
And then there is a huge depth. So the transparency and the depth are two different things.
Right, right.
Transparency is to a level, depth is much more deeper than
Deeper
that.
than that.
And I see beyond that transparency, a big 10-foot shadow just passed by
Oh God.
underneath me. And I swam as close to the boat as possible. In case I touch something, I'm gonna like not be okay with that.
Yes, yes.
And I was a bit
Not
told,
this day. आज नहीं.
I was ready to throw punches.
Right.
And that was the thing that was going
Your
in
inner
my
Maharashtrian
head.
is like,
Yeah,
आज
yeah,
मीना है, आज नहीं वाचणार.
And then I'm like swimming and I'm like
Right.
thinking, in my, if it happens, I'm gonna punch. Like
Right,
because
right, huh.
nose is the most sensitive part of the
Okay.
shark's body. Like if you touch it, also they just deflect. And I'm
Okay.
not trained scuba guy.
Huh.
I don't know much
course.
about it. Only thing I knew was nose is sensitive. If in
So
case
you were
it gets
like,
bad,
you were ready.
I was ready for that. So I managed my fear in a way
Huh.
that in case this happens, this is the solution to it. So I'm
Right.
prepared. And Steve Walker, one of very renowned open water swimmers from San Francisco, he told me that sharks don't like you or any human. They do not like human blood,
Right.
and they do not prefer attacking humans. If you notice, shark is one of the most misinterpreted animal because shark, its primary food is seal.
See, okay.
And the attack shark does is mostly on surfers because from underneath they look like a seal.
Oh,
So you are more likely to get hit by a lightning
Then
than
get
get
attacked
bit by
by
a
okay.
shark. Yes. And
but they are ruthless. I mean,
yeah.
sharks.
I mean,
there is a whole movie, Jaws. एक पूरी movie popular.
that is one of the reason why people have a misconception
Right,
about
right, right.
sharks. Because shark. If you have you ever heard a shark eat a human alive other than movies?
Not really. I mean, I hear people talking about it, but
You must have heard of attacks and taken a chunk away,
ha,
but never
वैसा-
eaten a human.
not,
a crocodile will
not,
eat.
Exactly, right, right.
Right? Like animals who would eat you.
Gulping like ऐसा
हाँ.
human, वैसा तो नहीं.
वैसा नहीं कभी करेगा
नहीं
shark
कभी करेगा.
because the moment it goes to the surfer or a person and when it's closer it realizes that it's not our food and it cannot change its direction that fast. So just because it cannot change its direction that fast, once they are up close, they try to protect themselves by biting you. They feel threatened.
Okay.
and that's why they
So
take.
it's a like a defensive thing.
Yes,
Ah,
yes. So they take a
interesting.
bite and they run away. They don't want to eat you. They don't like human
Oh,
flesh. So that's a misconception a lot of people have. So that was also going on in my head.
acha.
He won't attack me. Plus, but at the same time, it's a great fight. You never know. What
You
if he
never know.
realizes
Yeah.
it too late once it's close up to me? Then I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that was the thing, confusion in my head. But then
You
I
just.
kept on swimming, swam as close to the boat as possible, and yeah, we finished. We did a record.
Was it the most difficult you can say? Or you it was more
It was very
challenging,
challenging. It was very cold. I had less time to train in that cold water. So being from Bombay, being from a
Right.
tropical country, for us to survive in 10 degrees Celsius, 12 degrees Celsius is
Right.
very difficult.
Right.
If an American or a Britisher gets
The
an,
cold breaks you.
huh?
The cold
Cold
breaks
breaks
you.
you
Everyone
mentally,
like why?
physically. It just breaks
I
you.
hate being cold.
It amplifies your fear.
Right.
Cold does amplify your
Right.
fear,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
that happens a lot in open water swim. So in this also, that was also another case that fear was very high, but the management was so difficult of that fear because
Ah,
what are the options you have? Quit? That is not an
that is
option.
not an option.
I'm there. I'm
Yes.
swimming.
Quit or death.
No option. Quitting
Yes.
is not an option. Completing is an
Completing is
option.
an
That is
option.
the only way I'm getting out of
Right.
this, and that's how we were able to do
I
that.
mean, it actually helps you. I mean, you are more driven then.
Yeah,
कि
yeah.
भाई अब तो करना ही है वैसा.
Yes, yes,
So it
yes,
comes
yes,
back
yes.
to that thing ना कि वो
Yeah,
trigger हो जाता है. I feel कि
yeah, yeah.
whenever there is a bigger challenge in front of you, you feel more towards कि मैं achieve कर सकता हूँ.
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight mode. हाँ, I know.
Yeah.
And in this case तो you have to swim तो फिर ये भी नहीं है. अभी तो fight ही करना पड़ेगा. Crazy. तो आई थिंक उसके बाद वाला कौन सा ऐसा चैलेंज था डू यू फील कि मे बी ओह दिस वाज डिफरेंट और मे बी इजी बोल सकते हो और मे बी थोड़ा इजी चैलेंज कौन सा था दैट यू फेल्ट कि यार मैं तो बहुत सोच रहा था इसके बारे में बट इट वाज नॉट दैट हार्ड वैसा कुछ था ऐसा कौन सा
है
था वैसा
like also just because you're preparing mentally,
राइट राइट
what happens is when you're preparing mentally, you're visualizing thing, you're setting yourself for a certain expectations.
राइट राइट
What if that expectation doesn't meet? What do you do then?
राइट
So we were swimming from San Francisco, from San Francisco's Bay Area to the mainland. Have you heard of Alcatraz?
Alcatraz I know Alcatraz
So-
Escape from Alcatraz
Yes.
is a big movie with Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood
So Alcatraz is right in front of the bay.
oh
So you swim past Alcatraz.
right
Then there is a big island behind
I
Alcatraz,
know.
Angel Island.
Angel Island I know
Yeah, you swim across around the Angel Island, and you come back to the area where you started
right
through Alcatraz.
right
So it's like starting point Alcatraz, and then the main island you swim around. It's called a round trip Angel Island swim. So I was there. I started a swim. I had no crew, nothing. The crew members were my boat people who I had booked for the swim.
Right.
Very sweet people. They helped me like
professional
anything. Yes, superb. Like they had my feed set
Okay.
and everything. Usually my dad is there on the boat. That becomes a very good moral
Okay.
support, and also a strong man there, like who
right.
doesn't like get seasick at all and drives through the whatever situation
Yeah,
it is. So
right.
there's nobody to manage that on the boat at this point.
Oh.
And we start the swim. I swim really strong towards Alcatraz. I swim past by Alcatraz, go to the Angel Island. At this point, the current was so strong that it was tiring me while I'm swimming.
Okay.
I go around the Angel Island. Now, this is 17 kilometers swim.
Okay.
17, 16 kilometers swim. My Gibraltar was also 16 kilometers swim, which took me 3 hours 16 minutes.
16.
It was just fastest Asian.
Okay.
The same distance, I expected 4 hours. Worst case scenario, 5 hours.
hours.
Because of the current.
Right.
Current is much stronger over here. The flood and ebbs are much stronger. We went around the Angel Island. On the way back from the Angel Island, our target was Alcatraz and then the finishing point,
Okay.
right? So we were aiming towards Alcatraz, but the current was so strong that it kept pushing me away. And it pushed me under the Golden Gate Bridge, near the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh shit.
Way away from
Way away
the
So
main
you actually missed
point.
your target.
I missed my target. I am like being thrown out of the way.
This is like a weird tangent or detour.
हाँ.
कि अभी detour ही हो गया.
And now 5 hours I have to swim. I've got feed for like max to max 6 hours.
Holy.
And then I did not think of anything like this that time, back at that moment. But I was very focused on getting the swim done.
Okay.
And I was very determined because I had just almost died in one of the swims before in Ireland, and which was the first ever swim that I failed, which was in North Channel.
Okay.
And because of that, this swim तो करना ही है.
You had a
There is
bad
no,
taste in your mouth वैसा
हाँ,
कि पिछले बार वाला
yes.
yeah.
So once you're prepared for 5 hours, how much will you push? You will push 6 hours,
6 hours
7 hours.
हाँ.
After
But
7
in this
hours,
situation तो current ही पूरा ये था ना.
हाँ,
Current.
the current ही opposite था.
Yes.
And I was so stubborn that I had decided not to give up. I will still swim at same place, but I will not call it off.
Holy.
Because there is no other way to call it off other
Right,
than me
right,
quitting.
right.
There is no other issues other than me collapsing in the
Yeah.
water. And then I think 6 hours ho gaya, 7 hours ho gaya, I'm still not finished the swim. In fact, I've been thrown away from the point. 8 hours ho gaya, 8.5 hours ho gaya. That's when I felt the building I've been seeing on the land next to me has stopped going ahead of me.
Oh.
I can notice it's right there where I am.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, either I am getting strong or the current is slacking.
Right.
I'm definitely not getting strong
Right,
after 7
right,
hours. So definitely the current is slacking. And then I start swimming faster. And then I see that building go behind.
Oh.
Then I start to realize
So
now
this
I'm
happens
moving.
in a like proper seconds में हो जाता रहेगा ये.
Hours.
Hours में होता. But you feel like seconds ना कि हो गया अभी ये 10
Then at that point, I am like just waiting to
right,
get it
right.
done. Like at
And
that
your
point, I'm
arms must
focused.
be killing you.
Yes, body is tired. I'm
Tired.
like body का shiver भी बंद हो गया था.
Okay.
That because of the cold.
Right.
So cold, the body was slipping into hypothermia.
Oh shit.
And swimming strong, and the current stopped and started to shift.
Okay.
And then it pushed me and threw me back at the finishing place. And it took me 10 hours to finish that swim.
10 hours.
Yeah. For a swim that ideally I should have been completing in 4 hours, because of the strong currents, which was not
Right.
predicted,
Right.
it took me 10 hours to get that done. So it was something I did not expect at all. But somehow.
But does
pushed
this
through.
happens very, very often? Does it happen very often in that particular space? Like ऐसा
Yeah.
इसके पहले भी हुआ था?
Yeah,
किसी
it
के
happens.
साथ?
It
Okay.
happens quite often.
Okay.
But depends from swimmer to swimmer. Usually we predict it well, but very rare cases it goes so far off. Like for example, I swam the English Channel in 12 hours 42 minutes
12
in
hours.
2014. One of my friends.
You're the first Asian, right?
No.
No, you were like
I'm not the first Asian.
first Asian, not.
No.
Okay.
And first Indian to swim the English Channel is Meher Sen.
Meher Singh. Okay.
Back in the day, there's an interesting story for that also. But back in the day, he had swam very, very like years and years ago. I don't know the exact date. In fact, I met
Must
his
be
best
in
friend.
90s, right?
Huh?
Must be in the 90s or early
Before
2000s.
that, before that.
80s.
Yeah. Way before that.
Oh God.
A very, very old guy. Like.
Okay.
And we. So what was I saying? I forgot.
You were talking about you met him. He was. There is a funny incident.
No. English Channel. So
English
12 hours. I took 12 hours to finish the English Channel.
Right.
We were expecting it to be finished in 10 hours.
10 hours.
My friend just swam the English Channel a month ago. Avinash Tadani. He swam it in 22 hours.
22 hours.
22 hours. That's a long time. That I like a massive respect to that man, because I wouldn't be able to do that. 22
I mean, you
hours.
say that, but you just completed this.
But like it to survive in that cold for so long itself is a task.
Right.
Usually we cheer the person who takes longest time to finish the swims in the community.
हाँ मतलब वो तो you just कि भाई इतना resilient है ये बंदा.
हाँ, like
इतना survive कर लिया इसने.
Not necessarily only a fast swimmer enters this. It's always like how much you could sustain the cold water.
Being the dog, like at the
Yes.
end of the like 11th round maybe you are moving and jabbing वैसा.
Yes.
That's great. So उसके बाद तो like you like अभी तो you're just living a normal life. तो now you are planning to have like proper tournaments. अभी इसके बाद भी your future plans रहेंगे कुछ. तो let's talk about that. क्या हो सकते हैं अभी plans? और idea मिल सकता है. Maybe not, you can't like just tell us कि क्या होने वाला है.
So we've kept it quite a secret
Yeah, it must
for
be.
for quite some time now.
Right.
But I can only tell you one thing, that the swim that's gonna come ahead
Okay.
is gonna be a world record attempt. Like
How
nobody.
many world records do you have? Like
I don't have world records. We have
Limca.
Asian records, Limca
Limca
book
you have.
records.
हाँ.
Yeah, Asian records
वो
we
आ
have.
जाएगा, गिनेस भी आ जाएगा. I feel.
Like
आ
if we
जाएगा.
do this specific thing that we are
Right.
targeting, we are planning towards it. We are planning to document it. We are planning to do a lot of things around it.
Okay.
But it's gonna be something that will put India on a global map. Yeah, we have also swam Mumbai to Dhanu, first ever to swim 5 days in the
5 days,
country,
right.
and that was one first ever swim that was ever done, and that was also record breaking, and that put a lot of people's eyes on the
Okay, eyes on the sport, वैसा कि हाँ.
itself. And the next one we are gonna do something way bigger
Okay.
and something way like which will inspire more people to get into this
That's the
sport.
thing ना, you just need to like market it वैसा कि यार
Yeah.
ये होने वाला है, and people can watch it कि हाँ this is like for example अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ कि like for javelin like नीरज चोपड़ा आने के बाद we have a star, right?
Yeah.
And we have you फिर like you need to make more content on it. Like हमको भी देखना है कि कैसे mentality कैसा बनता है.
Yes.
Like the days before the swim, how do you prepare? Like for like ऐसा एक series होना चाहिए I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, where you can watch as a normal guy, you can just watch कि यार this athlete goes into camp.
Right.
Camp होने के बाद you just अभी finish line आने वाला है, अभी race यहाँ से शुरू होने वाली है.
We're documenting all of this.
हाँ,
We are documenting
that's good,
it.
that's good.
Like we
People
just
need to see it.
started the camp like
Right.
2-3 months ago.
Right.
We are training. We are slowly like thing is as you get older, things
Right,
don't get
right,
easier.
right.
With
And
the body.
you also work like
Exactly.
right.
So to manage all of that, it's difficult, but we have to be more specific,
Right.
more perfect, more accurate with the decisions we make, and for the body to also take time to react also and to rest also. So soon we are going to come up with we'll disclose what the world record is, and
Excited.
I hope everybody would be
Yes.
looking forward
Right,
to that.
we need to see it कि यार कैसे होता है, कैसे प्रिपरेशन करते. अभी तो इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरीज भी है बहुत सारे that you
Yes.
spoke about. वही है कि like people need to like make their own stuff. I feel
Right.
it's 2025. Athletes need to make their own shit.
Yes.
कि
Yes. Content is the king.
Right, content is the king.
Yeah.
That's how you market. Like अमेरिका को हम क्यों इतना बोलते हैं? Because they market it very good.
Right.
Like baseball हो गया, basketball हो गया. Like even a kid in Haryana talks about Michael Jordan.
Right.
तो वैसा हमको ये स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में भी करना चाहिए. I feel.
Glamour needs to be bought. We cannot
हाँ.
say that sports में पैसा नहीं है. तुम पैसा.
That's different. I think वो तो पैसा नहीं. But first you need to be like a audience तो होना चाहिए.
Yes.
Yes. like पैसा तो आएगा. By shot like public आएगा. You will watch.
Awareness होना चाहिए.
Awareness होना चाहिए.
People
Right,
should
right.
know what
People
it
should
is,
know, right.
how it is done, why it's been
हाँ,
done.
अभी एक controversial भी topic है. I don't know कि कैसे you feel about it, but I will just ask you. कि like there are like in America you have like proper men who are having surgeries and then getting into female sports. So what do you feel about this? Like swimming में भी एक था मैंने सुना था. American case है. So how do you feel about this? कि like men going into female territory and achieving वैसा. Like do you feel कि is it okay or you just feel different about it?
No, I don't feel it's okay. Very strongly opinionated
Right.
on that. So I don't think it's okay for
Trans athletes.
Yeah, it should have. Ideally, I would say a right option would be having a separate segment.
Right.
If you start a segment altogether,
Right.
the way we sign in forms, male, female, others, or whatever it is.
But then the whole gender thing gets very like like diluted. Like see in America you see like people are changing the genders. Like they are just claiming कि I'm he, she,
Right.
whatever. Like
Right.
so how do you manage that? Ki like there are people who are doing this. They are getting into female sports and achieving medals also. So where do you stop it? Like what do you do?
But right now it's been stopped. like
Okay.
what I have personally followed,
Okay.
it has been stopped somewhere.
All right.
It's all starting from America right now,
America.
and they
And it is spreading in
themselves,
Europe also. So,
yeah. So Trump himself has took some strict actions
right.
on it because it's unfair on the girls
Girls, right.
because of the elevated testosterone levels. If you have naturally elevated testosterone levels, that's absolutely fine. Like that makes sense. Like you are a gifted athlete.
Right, right.
We get that. Like I think the
Ha
boxers
ha ha ha.
मध्ये झालेलं. And but
And swimming particularly.
swimming particularly, but when you are doing an external surgery,
Right.
when you're injecting a certain
Like
hormones in your
hormones into your
body,
body.
how different it is than a male swimmer taking testosterone boosters. So not booster, but actually
Like,
taking
ha.
testosterone.
TRT.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like so you, playing with the body
Ha.
is not cool in like if you're
Ha
trying to
ha.
play a fair game.
Right,
See,
right.
enhanced games are out. So enhanced games is also another
हाँ
controversial topic.
वो भी है
But now they have been tracking that. So if you're an enhanced games athlete who's trying to achieve the maximum potential of a human being, of with anything and everything, with safety, that's fine.
that's fine.
Yeah, as long as they are not competing in Olympics,
Right, right, right.
they are doing their own thing. It's the same concept of live and let live.
Ah, okay.
Like you segregate it. If you want to
Right.
do something different, do it with the people you are doing it with.
I mean, that's, I feel, I agree with you on this point. Like,
Yeah.
okay, just separate the sport, वैसा कर सकते.
Yeah.
And what do you feel about like enhancements like EPOs and in your sport? Like we can talk about PEDs. Like, is this a common thing or people just don't talk about it, वैसा?
People don't talk about it. It's
Okay.
definitely abused to some extent.
Okay.
But
What are the drugs that are mostly like used in swimming, वैसा?
any endurance drugs are usually
EPOs.
used. EPOs, the
Okay,
ones
okay.
which was
हाँ.
Armstrong
Right,
was being
Lance
caught
Armstrong का,
with.
हाँ.
But they are not really very
Effective?
yeah, from what I've studied,
Okay.
they have a lot of pseudo effects also.
Okay.
And it what does it do? It increases the oxygen in your
Right.
the red blood
Red
cells
blood cells.
basically. And but how much is it going to affect? How much is going to help? So that's one take. And plus, endurance swimming is a different ball game altogether. You cannot inject steroids in your brains
Right.
to go through that.
Right, right, right.
It's skill-based sport, right?
Right,
Skill-based
skill.
sport, it's very difficult to actually have that much of difference
But the
with
difference is very like thin, na? कि
thin,
हाँ
negligible,
वैसा.
negligible. Yeah,
Okay.
but enhanced game is coming out, so that's a segment for people to be actually true. And if they want to participate, that's the angle to go at. If they're okay with using
PEDs.
PEDs, peptides, or anything.
हाँ.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good. Like India, like I feel कि इंडिया में भी होना चाहिए वो सब चीज़ें के बारे में बात. Feel people are not open. Even the bodybuilding industry is not open.
Yeah.
They don't talk about this thing. Every person knows that you are juiced to the gills, but still, सब लोग सुबह नहीं bro, natural हूँ मैं. I'm just using creatine. वो सब नहीं. Like, I feel कि people should be more open.
Yeah.
Say it ना कि you are doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also do it. Well, don't advise them.
Yeah.
Don't be a doctor. But ठीक है, you can just
Be
say
real.
it. हाँ, be real.
Yeah, at least there won't be any
And-
false narratives.
Yeah, because a kid like who is in his late teens, like 15 or 16 का होगा, he will watch that and he will feel कि नहीं अभी मेरे को भी swimming करना तो मेरे को भी लेना ही पड़ेगा फिर तो
Right.
endurance के लिए.
Right.
But that's not the thing ना कि you have to be like you said कि you have to go through his procedures like 800 जाओ वैसा
Yeah,
for
yeah,
example
yeah.
वैसा. So वो एक proper उससे हो जाए तो that's good.
Right.
Don't go for shortcuts. Like for you, it was a long journey.
A very long journey.
Very long journey, and it's still continuing. So
Yes.
I'm happy to like know कि you're just still that guy who is going
Yeah.
for like the fun part also, and also like you said कि you're now smelling the roses also कि अभी मैं
Yeah.
थोड़ा wait करता हूँ देखता हूँ मैंने क्या क्या achieve किया. So that's good. So let's go into the conclusion. Abhi we will just have a segment. You just say whatever you feel to the young kids who are watching, who are looking to get into sport. वैसा अगर उनको चाहिए तो what would you advise वैसा? So I would feel कि you just speak into the camera for जितना भी आपको टाइम लगता है, अगर तुम्हें लग रहा है 2 मिनट में होगा तो यू जस्ट स्पीक.
I'll keep it short.
हाँ, यू जस्ट.
All I would like to tell every kid out there, or even adult out there, that resilience matters more than anything else. And the like we had a talk right now about if hard work matters or a talent matters. Hard work beats talent when talent is not working hard. So don't forget that, because I was not the most talented kid on the block. I was not the most talented swimmer. I was not the most strongest athlete possible, but I was the most resilient one, and that's how I was able to go from a kid who was struggling to win even a district competition to a kid to receive the national award. And if a kid like me can do it, so can you. That's all I would say.
That's good, Shubham. Thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you for having me.
It
was fun.
बहुत फन हो गया.
Yes,
मैंने भी बहुत जान लिया स्विमिंग के बारे में. So अभी जब तुम्हारा नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट होगा, we will do a second part.
Yes, 100%.
टूर्नामेंट के बाद.
Yes, done.
And we are excited to hear the news कि क्या होने वाला है.
Right.
Upcoming big projects from you. So yeah.
Looking forward.